right now. And if you have not made plans for the rest of the afternoon, let me tell you, you need to scoot on over to 2361 Northwest Military Highway and be a part of our ladies event that is going to go on from 3 to 6:30 today. And so you say, well, what's a ladies event? It's really just a way for us to say thank you so much for coming to the store all year long. And so all of the Christmas ornaments or Christmas anything in the gift shop will be 50% off. So that's its ornaments, if it's food things that are Christmas food things, if it's aprons, if it's towels, if it's anything like that, it'll be 50% off from 3 to 6:30 today. And then anything else in the gift shop is 20% off. So this is the time that if you don't have plans, you need to get over here right now because it is a really, really good deal. So let me tell you where we're located. I said 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. The store will be open today till 6:30. Tomorrow, for your convenience, 11 to 5. And we're going to talk about some other events that are going to be going on. So like I said, today is the last day of the ladies event. Now, next week, after Thanksgiving, so Friday, which is normally Black Friday events for everybody, we're going to have stocking stuffer weekend in the gift shop. Okay, so that means we're going to set out about 10 to 15 different big jars, and inside those jars are very special gifts that are just little small gifts that you might want to give someone. If you're still stuffing stockings, they're great things to go inside your stocking. They're just lots of fun, and that will be all day Friday, all day Saturday. Now, also, we have never included the hardware part of this store with our stocking stuffer weekend. And so this year we have set up end caps all the way down through the store, and they are going to be Black Friday pricing on every end cap. So that means on one end cap, let me just give you a little hint, okay? There's going to be like mops that you can mop with. They're the Quick Shine mops, and they're regularly $30. They're going to be $9.99. There's going to be a whole bunch of ways to mouse-proof your house, and the pricing will be like half price. There's going to be in the plumbing, we're going to do all of our like faucet covers and insulation. That's going to be half off also. We're also going to have in the paint department, we're going to have some stain that is going to be half off. So you need to be a part of next Friday's event. It's going to be really good, really exciting, lots of fun. There's going to be cake, there'll be wine, there'll be all kinds of fun things to have. So now another thing that I wanted to tell you about is we have our new book just in time for Christmas. It's volume 14, okay? And in this book, we haven't put out a new book in about 4 years, so there are a lot of things that were not in the previous books that are going to be in this book. Also, this was our 80th year anniversary, and so I also put in some pictures in the book that kind of shows where we started and where we are today, and a lot of history about my grandfather who started this store, and then my mom and dad, and then how dad got started on the radio show, and then also a lot of you don't know it, but we do an article that goes into Houston every week, and we're in 550,000 homes in Houston, and how we got started doing that. It's a very interesting history. You know, it's nice when you find a family-owned business that's still family-owned after 80 years. But that's us. Johnnie Chuoke's Home and Hardware. I started working in the lumber yards when I was 25 years old, and so I have been around for over half of those 80 years, and let me tell you, a lot of things have changed in that long of a time. But our new book is out, and so what I want to kind of go over are some of the things on the show this week. Oh, and if you're listening, we also are live streaming on Facebook right now. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, just go out to Facebook and put it out there, and I'll answer your questions right now. So, a couple of the things that were not in the book last time that are in the book this time is a product called Fresh Cube. Fresh Cube is a deal that you put in your refrigerator, and it will keep your produce and fruits, vegetables, things like that. They'll stay fresh for almost 3 weeks. It's the most unique thing. I don't know about you, but I have a problem, since I work all the time, that I will buy fruits and vegetables at the grocery store with all intents of cooking every night when I come home. Well, the problem is, then when I come home, I'm either very late and I don't want to start cooking at 8 o'clock at night, or I'm just tired. So all this fresh food that I have in the refrigerator will go bad by the time that I do want to use it. And it was so frustrating. So I'd have to throw it out, go back to the grocery store, and buy again. And then I came across this great product called Fresh Cube. And what it does is it stops the ripening process in your refrigerator. And so it's just this little cube, and it's sealed up, and you unseal it, put it just anywhere in your refrigerator. It doesn't have to, you don't have to open like all the drawers and things like that. And it circulates all through your refrigerator. And your fruits and vegetables, I'm telling you, they will last for about 3 weeks. And at first I didn't believe it. So I bought some, and I asked the guy to send me some, and he did, and it worked exactly how it said it would. So if that's a problem for you, the answer is going to be in the book when you get a new book, and it's called Fresh Cube, okay? All right, now another thing that was not in our book a few years ago that I came across that has been probably hands down the #1 item in the book. I can't think of anything that I have in my book that will save you more money than this product. And it's called Morgan's Repellent. Okay. And then those of you that are watching on Facebook, you see the little face of the mouse that is on this box. Morgan's Repellent is a repellent for rodents. Will it also work on squirrels? Some, but he's working on a new product for that. And let me tell you why this was so important to me as a shop owner here, is we sell bird houses, bird feeders, okay, in our lawn and garden section. Absolutely loved that stuff. But we could never carry bird feed. No bird seed, no suets, no nothing. I would always have to send them someplace else. And the reason for that is the minute that I would put that on my floor, I would have a problem with rodents. Never any other time. I never saw them, never had any problem with them, but the minute I would put the bird seed out, that was it. They were there and causing all kinds of damage, which would cost us money because we'd have to throw it out. And then I ran across this gentleman at like 2 shows ago, and he was selling a repellent, and this is what got my attention. He had this video going, and it was of this feed store that had a big warehouse in the back. And of course he had not just birdseed, but all kinds of feed, deer corn, all kinds of different kinds of feed. And he was just getting overrun with rodents, and they were causing a lot of damage, costing him money. And so you see this video, and it starts out on one day, and then it goes to the next day, and it goes to the next day after they put out this Morgan's repellent. And little by little, you see the rodent activity slow down until there's none. At the end of about 15 days, there was no rodent activity, and he wasn't having any problems at all. And I could not believe it, because that's exactly the same problem that I was having at my store and in my warehouse. So I asked him to send me some. He did. He told me how to use it, because you want to use it a specific way. Let's say you see some rodent activity up in the attic, or maybe out in your garage, or in your shed, or if you have a place at the lake and you have a boathouse and you see rodent activity out there. Okay, you want to put the Morgan's repellent, and let me tell you what it is. It's all these different active ingredients that are all natural. Peppermint oil, cinnamon oil, cloves, cedar, garlic, rosemary. And then it's all infused into a pumice rock. And so then they put this pumice rock into a container, and then you would open this up and put it out in your shed, attic, or whatever. What I like to do is I tell people to drill about 6 holes in the top of the container. And then you just put the container out, and then when you're ready to pick it up, you just pick it up and then replace it. You want to put it in where you're having an activity. One container will take care of a 20 by 20 area, okay? And you want not to put it like right where you're noticing mice are coming in. You can tell in your attic, usually they'll peel back some wiring, or they'll peel back where you have your vents and get in that way. Or they'll go in by the fireplace and dig an area and get there. Very persistent, very persistent. And once they get in, they're in. And so you don't want to put it right there, because that's where they go in and out of. You want to put it up a little bit higher, away from that area, because then when they come in, then they're attacked with that smell, and then they go right back out. If you put it right by the front, it doesn't discourage them not to come in. They'll still come in, but then when you put it right by their exit, you block their exit mode and they can't get out. So you want to elevate it about 3 or 4 feet off the floor, and then keep it away from wherever they're trying to get in. So like in your garage, you want to put it back a little farther. And remember, elevate it. Don't put it down on the floor. In your shed, the same way. You might put it up on the windowsill, because that's not where they're coming in. Okay, so if you're having a problem with mice in your house, or you like to carry birdseed, dog food, cat food out in the garage, and you have problems with it, I'm telling you, you will not have problems after the Morgan's repellent. It's excellent. It's really good. Now, another thing that we did not have in the book that we have in the new book, volume 14, is Revive Rust Converter Spray. Okay, why a spray in this rust converter? Because it's so convenient. How many of you have rusty outdoor furniture, and it might have little curly cues around the arms or around the back, and you want to paint it because it started rusting, and you want to get rid of the rust, and it's just a pain to have to actually paint all those little curly cubes or all those little little backer pieces, okay, that you can spray them so easily. And that is a product called Revive. And Revive is made right here in Texas. We have it made for us. And it is a rust converter spray. So how you want to use it is you want to knock off any flaky rust, okay? And then you're going to spray the Revive on and let it cure for about 12 hours. It will turn gunmetal gray. At that point, the rust is gone. It will not come back wherever you've sprayed it. And then you can paint with whatever you want. You can paint with an oil base. You can paint with another spray paint, a latex or an oil, and it will never rust where you have sprayed Revive against. It converts rusted surfaces to a black coating. If you don't want to, you don't have to spray paint it. You can just leave it as is. So it's just really good. All right, hi Cindy, how are you? Oh, good to hear from you this week. This is Cindy, who is on our Facebook, and she says, what's good to clean the stove top? Well, the one that I like is if it's a glass top cleaner, Ceramibrite. Ceramibrite is an excellent cleaner for glass top. If it's just regular stove top, it's not a glass top, I would use the Zep degreaser or Crud Cutter degreaser. Both of those are excellent degreasers, and they will break up the grease that's going on top of your stove. They're both excellent to use, both very reasonably priced. Now, if you don't have a self-cleaning oven, let me tell you, there is a product made by No Stick that goes in the bottom of your oven. It is an excellent oven protector, and what's nice about it is then if you get stuff on it and you take it out, it's not like a metal oven. It's made out of it's not really Teflon, but it feels like that, and you can just rinse off your overspills. It's the best product, and it's called No Stick. It's not made here in the United States. It's made over in Europe, and they do an excellent job. They also have a parchment paper that's reusable, and so if you like using parchment paper when you're cooking and stuff like that, then this is nice because you don't just throw it away. I'm all about that. No throw away. All right, so we've talked about Morgan's, we've talked about Revive. Let me take a little break and tell you something that's been in the book before and you don't want to miss out, okay? And that's because we are going to have a very hard winter. I know it's hard to believe that right now, but you know what happens in January. It gets crazy cold. And so you do not want to take a chance with your outdoor faucets. You want to use a freeze miser on your outdoor faucets. And right now you can find them so easily at your hardware stores. We have plenty of them right now. And like I said, we're going to have a sale on some of our faucet protection this Friday. But a freeze miser goes on your outdoor faucet, okay? And then once you put it on, you want to open up the faucet, okay, not just a trickle, a lot. And as long as the outside air, the water temperature is not less than 37, it just acts like a stop. It doesn't drip, it doesn't do anything. The minute it drops down to 32, then it will start this very economic drip, and it will cause your pipes to stay open. You won't have any freezing pipes. I have never had a pipe go bad on me during all those freezes, and you know what we had that back in 2021. when I had these on my faucet pipes. Freeze misers, you can get 2 of them for like about $59. They might go up a little bit this year. Everything does. And I would just, and then what I like to tell people, because I put them on my house right now, and I will put a Y on the faucet, and then on one side of the Y I will attach my garden hose, and then on the other side of the Y I will put a freeze miser. And then if I want to use my hose, then I can use my hose on, and I just open up that side. And then when I'm done using my hose and watering my plants and stuff, I turn that off and turn the side on with the freeze miser, and then I'm protected. So freeze misers are excellent to have. Now, a product that we have had, and I want to talk about this because it's such an excellent product, and if you don't have it in your house, you need to. And it's called Gription. In fact, we've had this product on our shelves probably for about 40 years. It's that good of a product. It is to clean your toilets with, and it is a really good de-liner. In fact, it was what the hospitals used here in San Antonio and the government used here in San Antonio many years ago. And they would clean all their bathrooms with this, because not only did it take care of hard water, it was also a disinfectant. And so if you want to keep your toilets running clear, being clean, they flush better when they're clean, they look better when they're clean, you want to use a product called Gription. And it's not like just a really harsh acid. You know, I see a lot of people that will come in and they will use a muriatic acid in their toilet. You know, it's just really not a very safe thing to do on the inside of the house. I mean, using muriatic acid on the outside of the house where you've got a lot of fresh air, that's one thing. But on the inside of the house, it's really not a smart thing to do. And so using Gription, it kind of smells like peppermint. It will keep your toilets clean, and also you can clean your glass shower doors. It will remove all the hard water off your glass shower doors and keep them looking beautifully clear. Okay? It's called Gription, and you'll find it in the new book. All right, now another thing that I haven't talked to y'all about in a long time, and it's in the new book, is the new Rust-Oleum spray paint. The Rust-Oleum spray paint, for those of you that are watching on Facebook, you can tell the sprayer head on it is a little bit different than normal. It's got 5 different spray nozzles on it. And at first I thought, when they showed that to me at Rust-Oleum, I said, okay, so if one gets clogged, you just move it to the next one. No, it's not that. It's way better than that. It's different ways to spray. So some sprays, like if you're wanting to spray something just direct on, there's just right direct on. And then there's some things, it is a low pressure spray, so you don't get too many drips. There's another one that's a wide spray if you're going to be spraying something that's round. And then there's 2 other, I can't remember what they are right now, but this is the best spray paint. I have used it and I thought, okay, you can't make spray paint any better, but they did. And Rust-Oleum did it with this 5-in-1. Oh, they have it right on the back. They have a high output, they have a standard output, they have a low output, they have a vertical fan, and they have a horizontal fan. So that's just to show you. So the next time you need a spray paint, I would check this out, and because your job will go that much better with that new spray paint. Okay. They haven't told me. I can't hear the station right now, so I don't know. Okay, now they're telling me. I'm going to need to wrap it up right now. You guys, thank you so much for listening to the show. Let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here is 210-341 1573. And that's it for this week, folks. Be sure and come on in and be a part of the ladies event this afternoon. Remember, it is always a great day to paint. See you next week.